What I eat to calm my nerve pain. I used to eat to live. Now I eat to fight for control over my left foot, which has joined the rebellion. You ever felt this pain? It's like someone lights a firecracker inside your shin bone and asks, "You good, man?" I don't know what good is anymore. All I know is, every morning I wake up and my leg chooses violence. Doctor says, clean eating helps nerve stability. Cool. So I built a meal plan. I call it 7 dishes that make me reconsider life. Dish 1, cold oatmeal. No sugar, no salt, no soul. Main ingredient, regret. It tastes like the emotional aftermath of a divorce. Dish 2, chia seeds. These things expand in my gut like unresolved trauma. I'm 40% sure they're made of drywall. Dish 3, blueberries. Tiny, soft like hope until you bite a seed and remember why you scream into pillows. I eat steamed salmon, no spice, no joy. Tastes like attending a concert where the music is ants marching through your arteries. Does it help? Sure. I still hurt, but the pain now wears a suit. It's punctual. It's polite. It knocks before ruining my day. In this video, I'll show you the meals I eat to gaslight my nervous system into submission. Not with medicine, but with food so bland, it could erase my last 3 birthdays. If you've ever looked at a bowl of oatmeal and started questioning your place in the universe, stay tuned. Because so did I. 1. Salmon, the fish that almost saved my nervous system. My doctor said, try fatty fish, it reduces inflammation. So I bought salmon, not because I love salmon, but because I love not sobbing when I put on socks. They say salmon helps rebuild the myelin sheath. Sounds fancy. I just call it that layer that stops my leg from turning into an electrified baguette. I steam it, no butter, no lemon, just raw medical desperation, seasoned with tears and a side of crushed dignity. Did it work? Oh yeah. First time I ate it, my foot didn't feel like it was being used to send Morse code from hell. The burning stopped, the stabbing became poking. The poking became quiet resentment. Now my leg just sulks silently like an old cat I forgot to feed. Is it tasty? Let's not lie to ourselves. It tastes like you made a wish on a birthday candle and asked for slightly less pain instead of cake. But it works, so I eat it. At lunch, at dinner, sometimes cold from the fridge like a raccoon with chronic illness. If salmon were a person, it wouldn't hug you. But it would sit next to you, pat your shoulder, and say, "You won't die today, pal." 2. Oatmeal. The texture of depression. Some foods are born to heal. Others exist purely for pleasure. And then there's oatmeal, food created as a form of punishment. I used to have toast, coffee, and self-respect for breakfast. Now I stare every morning at a cold bowl of oatmeal that tastes like an insincere apology from someone who just rear-ended your car. Each day, I stand in my kitchen glaring into the oatmeal bowl like it just whispered something hurtful. Have you ever eaten oatmeal? It feels like chewing your youthful mistakes. You can't fully swallow and you can't fully spit it out. You just sit there, chewing, wondering exactly when your life took such a wrong turn. But the doctor says oatmeal is good for nerves. Fiber, he said, helps stabilize blood sugar. Personally, I don't think he's ever eaten something that makes you question whether you should use a spoon, a fork, or maybe a tiny shovel. Does it help? Oh yes. My nerves do hurt less. Maybe because they're in shock. Perhaps they're whispering to each other, "What the hell is this old man eating? Stop the pain. We've tortured him enough." I eat it without sugar, without fruit. Because the doctor told me that apparently adding joy to my breakfast would cause my foot to explode like 4th of July fireworks. Sometimes I stand in front of the stove, wondering if life is truly worth living when my daily breakfast looks like cement and tastes like wallpaper. But then I remember that I prefer having, functioning feet. So I scoop quietly, spoon after spoon, like shoveling dirt into the grave I've dug for my own culinary happiness. If you're also fighting daily battles against your breakfast, stay tuned. We'll suffer together, but we'll do it scientifically. 3. Blueberries, the sweet little lie I tell myself each morning. Every morning I sprinkle a handful of blueberries onto my bowl of oatmeal and tell myself, here we go, antioxidants incoming, vitamins on the way. My life is about to shine like a juice commercial. But the reality is, these blueberries don't solve anything. They just sit there, small and purple, like harmless little lies I tell myself so I don't start crying first thing in the morning. You know what blueberries are? They're the fruit people claim help fight inflammation and keep you younger longer. Fantastic. My dream is that when I'm 95, lying in a hospital bed, the doctor will lean in and say, "You know what? You're dying, but your skin looks absolutely incredible." These berries are so tiny that sometimes I wonder if they were picked too early, or if they're naturally the fruits of a tiny bush that lives permanently with an inferiority complex. I eat them each morning, one by one, with the same enthusiasm as taking pills. My doctor says they probably won't work, but take them anyway. It'll make us both feel better. I keep telling myself blueberries make my nerves stronger. At least when I eat them, I don't feel like my body is slowly disintegrating like a badly assembled piece of IKEA furniture. Does it help? Well, somewhat. It helps me stay calm. Every time nerve pain returns, I tell myself, "You ate blueberries? This is just imaginary pain." And you know what? Occasionally my brain buys it. My nerves haven't completely stopped torturing me, but now they attack me politely, like the mail carrier still tossing packages onto your porch, but gently this time, aiming not to break anything. In short, blueberries are small, not particularly tasty, not terrible, and certainly not enough to radically transform my life. But at least they give me permission to hope each morning. Sometimes, hope alone is enough to keep my foot from actively plotting my demise. If you've ever eaten fruit and felt like you were lying to yourself, stick around. At least we can live together in this sweet, colorful little deception. Speaking of colorful little lies, let's move on to chia seeds, the tiny superfood responsible for why I haven't had a normal trip to the bathroom since 2019. 4. Chia seeds, why I haven't had a normal bathroom visit since 2019. Have you ever looked at a bag of chia seeds and thought, "Wow, this will change my life"? Because I have. And to be fair, it did, much like how a car accident also changes your life. I started eating chia seeds because they're supposed to be incredibly nutritious. High fiber, omega-3, anti-inflammatory, even makes you younger. Fantastic. Now I'm an old man who can't use the bathroom properly, but at least my heart feels like it belongs to a marathon runner. Chia seeds are the weirdest thing I've ever consumed. You put them in water, and they swell up like alien life forms, absorbing everything around them, including your joy and will to live. My doctor once said, chia seeds are great for digestion. And he was right. Now I digest so slowly, a meal eaten on Monday leaves my body sometime Friday afternoon. I used to have a perfectly civilized bathroom schedule. Now my colon operates in a completely different time zone from the rest of me. Chia seeds turned me into the kind of person who stands in the supermarket staring at toilet paper, wondering, do I still need this? Should I just buy sandpaper instead? Yet I still eat them because my legs hurt less. Apparently, my nerves decided to redirect all pain to my digestive system. It's a brilliant strategy by my body. He wants less nerve pain? Great, give him stomach pain instead. Sometimes I stare at a packet of chia seeds and wonder, did the Aztecs realize this stuff would someday force an old man in the 21st century into a complicated relationship with his own toilet? But I don't hate chia seeds. They've become a permanent part of my new life. They're like those annoying relatives you can't avoid seeing each year, but at least they never borrow money. If you've ever eaten something and immediately wondered if your digestive system was quietly drafting a resignation letter, stay tuned. We'll endure this suffering together, bonded by the beautiful friendship built on abdominal pain and regret. I used to eat to live. Now I eat to extend the prison sentence my nerves hand down every morning. Back in the day, my breakfast had eggs, bacon, and a reason to keep going. Now I've got oatmeal bland enough to be a Zoom meeting, chia seeds swollen like my regrets after the third glass of wine, and a few blueberries, lonelier than me on Valentine's Day. I used to laugh at people who ate clean. Now I eat so clean my stomach feels offended. It's like, are you trying to insult me with this? Every bite doesn't taste like food. It tastes like responsibility. I don't eat because it's delicious. I eat like I'm paying taxes, regularly, joylessly, and always with a vague sense I've been cheated. Someone asked me, so do you feel better? I said, definitely, because now I'm in too much emotional pain to notice the nerve pain. And yet, I keep going. Not because I'm strong, but because I bought a 5-pound bag of chia seeds and I refuse to waste food. So if you're thinking, can I really be happy eating like this guy? The answer is no. But you'll live long enough to complain about it. And that, my friend, is a privilege.